What I need now is true strength, and I am not gonna give up until I get it!
All my money I bet, yeah, right, fight too tall, yeah.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to the final Shred 2.0 check-in. It is week 12. It is the week of results. I also was going to do a separate video for my new series, I guess, or my new protocol program stuff that I'm doing. Also, I'm just going to forewarn you, if you hear any kids in the background screaming or like all of that type of stuff, my kids are pent up. It's been raining so much here in Georgia, and today's the first pretty day that we've had, and they are rambunctious. They are like all over the place. We've taken them outside. We've done everything, and I swear the energy from the whole week is just still inside them. Speaking of, it's kind of funny and it's kind of sad. It kind of broke my heart a little bit, but as y'all know, during the summer, I was going to have the girls only go in 3 days a week to school, and then 2 days they were going to spend time with me, stay home. I was going to save a little cha-ching and also be able to take them to the pool, be able to do fun stuff with them. But come Thursday, they had been out Monday for Memorial Day, Tuesday because that's not the day that they would have gone to school, and come around Thursday, they were screaming, crying, very, very upset that I did not have them go into school the whole week, because apparently in Bella's class, they're taking them to different countries in the world. Like, she was supposed to be in Italy on Thursday. Friday, they went to China, I think is where they went. And like, they do a theme. So like in China, they did pandas, and they learned about pandas and stuff. And the day that she missed Italy, they were going to do make your own pizzas and all that stuff. And she's really excited because they're also talking to her and getting her ready, like pumped up for kindergarten, which they're going all year round with the daycare thing, but they're starting pre-K actual curriculum in August, and she's just so excited. And then Brooklyn just wanted to be with her teacher and everything, and it broke my heart. But I also know Brooklyn is the type that she's not going to want to go all the time, so I'm like, I could keep her home if I wanted to. So there might be like one day every couple of weeks that I keep her home, but we're also leaving for vacation in 2 weeks, so I'm like chomping at the bit to get to the beach. I'm like so excited. I love the beach. I love my mountains more. I will say I would prefer to be up in Tennessee, Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, stuff like that, but I live like basically in the mountains. So if I wanted that, I could drive like 30 minutes. But the beach is fun. The only thing is my husband's allergic to chlorine. So like pools and stuff, it's all me. So if I don't have help, it's like very nerve wracking. But the beach he can enjoy with the girls going into the ocean and stuff like that. So it is a way for him to enjoy it more. And it's more enjoyable, I guess is what I'm saying. Because you can't go to like Pigeon Forge and stuff and go putt-putting with little kids and stuff. It was more fun when we were married and dating and stuff like that. But I am excited now that my kids are old enough. We're actually taking a trip up at Christmas time to Pigeon Forge for their Christmas parades and stuff. So I'm excited to take the girls, and I think next year we'll start our first trip to Tennessee with the girls, because they'll be old enough. It's a family tradition of mine ever since I was, I think, 5 or 6. I think it was more 6. We every year for the 4th of July went to Tennessee, and we had like a condo in place up there that we stayed at every single time. And it was just, I had so many memories about it and stuff like that. But my parents always joke because they're like, you know, beach bums now, but they said, you know, Tennessee was cheap, you know, with the recession and stuff like that. And my dad having his own company, it was a cheap vacation. But I was like, I had so many memories, because 4th of July, I don't know if I've shared this with y'all, is my favorite holiday of the year. Honestly, I love Christmas. I love, you know, decorating for Christmas, but 4th of July just holds so many special memories. It's when Alex and I started dating. It's when he proposed to me. It's all the trips to Tennessee to watch the fireworks when I was little. Like, it just is so nostalgic and so homey, and it just makes my heart beat. The only reason we didn't get married on the 4th of July and we got married on the 7th of July is because the 4th was in the middle of the week that year, and like a lot of people travel. And people were kind of like, hey, like if you do it on the 4th, we won't be home. So I was like, we'll wait 3 days. Y'all come home, you know, type of thing. And then it put it on a Saturday. So it worked out. But that's why my anniversary is July 7th. It's actually 7/7/17, which is funny. I told Alex it's an easy day for him to remember. But we're digressing. We're way off of what this whole video is supposed to be about. But I did think that was something funny that y'all would find, that the girls are going to be going to school, which means my training is going to be turning. But that's also one thing I just wanted to go ahead and cover in this whole video. It's going to be a long one. I'm just going to be honest. I'm going to cover the end of the shred, progress, results, and then I'm going to share with you what the new protocol and what the new kind of way that everything's going to go here, starting today, basically, which is Sunday. I did my big grocery haul today. So I filmed all that, got it put away, and just today I've been relaxing because I know, and I'm going to share with y'all in just a minute, what's to come. And I'm excited, scared, and just ready to see results. I'm so just pumped. I've had amazing results on this shred, which I'm going to go ahead and go over the results. We'll do some photos after this, and then we'll go into the new protocol. So anyway, we started this shred at 260.1, which I'm going to post the photos that I did at the very beginning right here as I'm talking. I'm not going to insert all of my posing ones necessarily because I think that's kind of not beneficial, I think, because I learned how to pose correctly throughout the shred. So the posing and stuff got better because I got better at posing as well as getting weight off. But I just wanted to share the generic ones that we do for the shred, which is the front, the side, the back. We'll get into some fun ones next, but I just wanted to say that's why I'm showing these. So this week we ended the shred with a goose egg loss for the week. So we were 244 last week. We were 244 this week. The reason is I weigh every single day, but I was trending down. And then Thursday, I knew it because when I start ovulating, I hold on, like people bloat really, really bad on their periods and stuff. That is me on ovulation. I don't, like I said, I went to a doctor for it because of all the pain and stuff like that. They said it's normal. It could be because of C-sections. It could be because of a lot of different things. But it's not cyst or anything. They know all of that. So, but I bloat like nobody's business. I hold on to water and I'm in pain. Like, so when I'm like posing or doing anything, like trying to pull my trying to pull my core in hurts, like physically hurts. Like I wear my heating pad. Y'all know my Bob and Brad heating pad that I swear by. I wear it for an hour at night. I'll just put it on me while Alex is getting ready for bed, and stuff like that. So I'm just, it's a rough time. And I knew Thursday when I started having the pain come on, I was like, oh, this is not going to be good. And it wasn't. I actually, sadly enough, was at my lowest I had been since when did we end the April shred last year? June 2nd, I think. I ended the last April shred last year at 243.8 and I was trending down. I was actually at 243. What did I say? 243.8. And then I had tracked down to 243.5. And that was the lowest I had been. And then it jumped up because of ovulation. But I know that's what's happening. And I even was telling, a bunch of my friends that I have like at the gym, I was like, being a woman sucks. You have about 2 good weeks out of every month that are great. Your week of ovulation sucks and your week of your period sucks. And they all agreed that it's the same for them. So that was that. But it totals, also I will put my 4 photos while I'm talking. Y'all already seen them. Editing Danielle is ahead of current Danielle. But those are my ending photos. And then that means that we had a loss for this shred of 16.1 pounds, which is phenomenal for a 12-week shred. It's absolutely amazing. I had such a fun shred. It honestly was a great shred, a great group, a great just set of women who just pushed each other. And it was like so many people were going through so much, SHIT, but they kept pushing, they kept driving, and they were so motivating, and it was just so inspiring. And I've never met a greater group of women to have gone through that shred. My OG shred group, which shout out to all my OGs, they were my favorite of all time, but like this shred group rivaled it. They rivaled it. So if you're ever in a shred program with the girlies that were in this shred, be prepared because they are some bad A's. They're tough and they don't take excuses and they don't take life taking them down. I'll tell you that much. There's some great, great women that were in this group. I'm so proud to have been a part of this group. Seriously. It was a great way to go out too. So, but that was the end of the shred. Right now, I'm going to insert some side-by-sides of some of the posing photos that I did. I went and put them in comparison. Also, I don't know if you noticed, I didn't even address this. I am wearing my new posing suit. So two things about it. I love the color. I love the way I look in it. But I also have noticed with not wearing a sports bra that holds all this in, I have realized that your girl has a lot of excess skin right there, which I'm learning here lately what is excess skin and what's still fat. It's hard to explain unless you like have excess skin, but excess skin actually feels like skin. There's no granules, there's no like stuff underneath it, whereas like when there's still fat there, you can actually feel it. It's grainier, which is a big deal for when I want skin removal surgery, because I can know when I'm like really a good candidate by if I have skin or if I have fat, because a lot of the surgery and a lot of the expenses come from the difference between the two. And so it's really neat to see, and it's sad, but it also is like awesome that I'm starting to get loose skin, because it means that I'm losing the fat. But it also means that I'm now moving into that mental thing of like, you've just got to look past it. You just got to overlook it. It's not going to be there forever. We're going to get it taken care of, but just know it's there type of a thing. And that always kind of used to hold me back way back in the day to lose weight, because I was like, you know, like I'm okay with not having loose skin. And then I watched Felicia Keithley go through her journey and talking about it and still feeling sexy and beautiful in it and not affecting her marriage. And, you know, her husband loving her, he married her at the heaviest and all this stuff. And I keep that in my mind. And sometimes I'll go back and watch her videos on it just to keep it fresh in my mind that, you know, it is what it is, but we aren't going to have to live with it because, you know, I know what I want to do. So that's kind of neat, but I did notice in the posing suit, it shows a lot more of my skin, which is kind of uncomfortable to do. So don't judge too hard. But it's more uncomfortable, but I like pushing myself out of that comfort zone. And I also like being able to see everything, because like with that sports bra, you know, you never noticed that that was there. And now I know it's there, and now I can attack it and, you know, make it like something that I really need to work on and stuff like that. And it's really neat when you start seeing the different parts you want to work on and hit, and it's so motivating. But that's one thing about the posing suit is it does show a lot more, and it does show a lot more imperfections, but it's okay. It's okay. It makes us human. It makes us who we are. But love it. Love it against my tan. Y'all know I'm trying to be a bronze goddess, slowly but surely, because I'm not trying to overdo it. But anyway, got through all those photos. I got you all the comparisons. So let's move into what is going to be the new protocol for my coach. So moving into macros, I ended with Nicole around 2109, I think was the ending macros. She had redone my macros. So if y'all watch that video on the I cannot talk. I'm like talking over myself. If y'all had watched the check-in where she had redone my macros at the 6-week mark, and then also had given me a refeed, those were the macros that I ended with. But my new macros going forward, and I know they're a little extreme, and I'm working with them, especially the fats. The fats are the lowest I've ever seen. But I'm also testing a lot of stuff with my body, like what carbs work and stuff like that. So anyways, moving into it, we're going to be at 1910 calories. We're going to be at 230 carbs, 180 protein, and 30 fat. Like I said, I know that some of y'all might freak out when you hear the fat and stuff like that, but I have people watching my blood work. I have a coach that's going to take care of me and stuff like that. Like nothing, if something starts going awry, because I'm very, very regular, everything is very regular for me. Hormones are very regular. So if anything starts messing up, they'll catch it within an instant. So I'm not worried about it. And also I do have blood work due when I come back from the beach, because that's my 6-month mark. So I will be getting fresh blood work. So don't worry, don't fret. I trust the people I'm surrounding myself with. But I do know there might be some that kind of get worried when they see that number. So anyway, that is that. We are going to now be training, which I haven't ever done this, because like, I know Nicole in the last shred wanted us to train 5 days a week, but I just felt like my body could not physically train 5 days a week. But I will be training 5 days a week now, but one day will be just strictly ab work because your girl with having a C-section and also with the way that my body likes to lose weight is from the boobs down. So like I slim up here quick, and then down here is where I hold a lot of my weight. I'm like a squash, if you will, you know, like boop, boop, you know. But anyway, I need to work on ab work. I need to work on getting the core really tight because with having a C-section and stuff, you really don't know, and being overweight, you don't know if you have, you know, the coning or anything like that until we get fat off. And I also want to have a really, really tight core because that will help going into surgery, and that will help with later on when I want to compete and stuff. So building the core now, which I've always hated doing core exercises, but I got the lowdown that I needed to do it. So there will be an entire day specifically just for core, and I will have cardio 5 days a week of like intense cardio. So it'll be 30 minutes on the Stairmaster, and then I will have one day of like a HIIT workout of my choice. I haven't done HIIT workouts in years, honey boo. Like I haven't done like a HIIT style workout since CrossFit. But my new Crunchy Crunch offers HIIT workout classes, and they do like different ones and different times. And apparently, from what I've gathered, is the HIIT workout is a cardio, but it also keeps your muscle intact because you're working out and strength training at the same time. Whereas the Stairmaster is just tearing down body fat. It's not building muscle. So that's a new thing that has kind of come out in the bodybuilding industry is people doing like HIIT workouts as one of their cardios because of the fact that the Stairmaster and stuff like that can start taking away their muscle as they deplete. It is a possibility. It can happen. So we're going to be doing that. But the HIIT workouts will not start until I get back from the beach because I have a massage this next Saturday, which is during the time of the HIIT workout. My mom's going to go with me to the HIIT workouts, which is awesome. So I won't be by myself. But next Saturday, I have a massage with not Odessa, but the other lady that I told y'all about. And then the following Saturday, we leave for the beach. So I won't be able to start that until we come back. But that is super exciting. But like I said, like I'm very, very competitive. If y'all have been in the shred, y'all know I'm very, very competitive. And I'm just like, I hope that, you know, there's some competitiveness in this HIIT class because I like to push it, you know, push the limits, push against people, challenge myself. So I'm really hoping that it goes well. Also, this crunch is amazing. Like I wish that every single one of y'all could come visit my crunch. It's got its own glute room. It's so cool. I can't wait to video record for y'all. But amazing. And they have an entire studio where I can pose. Like it's an entire room where I can pose. If you watch my Instagram Friday, the picture that I took of posing was in that room. Like they had chairs out, but it was only because they had corporate in there because it was their second day opening. And they use that room for like, if they have a corporate meeting or something, they use it. But anyways, and they told me I could flip the lights and play with the lights and all that stuff. So I was like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. So that's really exciting too. And also the one, my gym that's far away that is supposed to open here, it should be open the week we come back from vacation. It looks good though. I went and toured all the equipment. They're just waiting on codes from the city and stuff, inspectors, all that nonsense. So fingers crossed it'll be open because they have some really cool equipment and I'm really excited about that. But anyways, yeah, that's kind of it. So 30 minutes of the Stairmaster 5 days a week and then the HIIT on Saturday. I also did ask if like on leg days, if I couldn't do the Stairmaster because my legs are just gassed, if I could do the treadmill. Of course, they literally said if I wanted to do the treadmill instead of the Stairmaster, I could, or split it, do 15-15, 20-10, you know, whatever works best. Because I told them like sometimes my legs just can't do it with having Achilles surgery and knee surgery. Like it's gotten so much easier now that I've lost weight. Like I know doing the cardio for the shred was so easy because like I built up my endurance, and also like just getting weight off helps your joints so insanely much. And I just feel a lot better. But I do know with training kind of getting amped and stuff, I need to be very careful with that. So, and also making sure that I'm prioritizing recovery, rolling out. And that's also what I got to do on my 5th day of training is a lot of rolling out and a lot of that stretching and stuff, which I already do, but not as much as what I need to be doing and what I'm being told to do. Also, there's like a wild hair up there. But anyways, yeah, that's the new protocol moving forward. I am excited. All my check-in photos that I did for the end of the shred are basically my first check-in for this upcoming series or upcoming new way of life for me for a little bit. But anyways, I'm still just in shock. Can you tell? I still haven't wrapped my mind around it, but I'm so excited. Like having the new crunch and having these two new gyms, I'm just like, I'm fueled again. I'm refired again. I'm ready to get after it. Like I'm so pumped. And I've been watching, it's competition season right now, basically, like everybody's competing, and watching some of the friends that I've made and posing, competing this weekend was just amazing. And it's just such a goal, and I can't put into words what it like does to me and makes me feel unless you have that feeling or that desire. You can't express it, you know what I mean? And like, I know you probably looking at me and you're like, you got ways to go. I know, but everybody starts somewhere, and I'm heading in the right direction, and I'm so excited to see how far we get. But cheers to a new chapter. Cheers to a new journey. I hope you come along with us. I hope you're doing your own. Always, like I say down below in the comments, Instagram message me, do whatever. Just let me know your progress, your end of your shred, the end of your maintenance, any PRs, anything. I love hearing about it. It's motivating. I've told you that a million times, but it seriously is so motivating. Like, even if you're like on the Stairmaster doing your cardio, or on the treadmill doing your cardio, or just got done with your workout, you know, if you did something in that workout, or, you know, push yourself a little bit harder on cardio or anything, just leave it down below, because also sharing helps, you know, motivate you as well, because we can cheer you on and be like, go get it, you know, type thing. So anyways, I hope y'all have a great night, day, whatever time it is you're watching this. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
I've been locked. Yeah.